Down to the final round of Yokohama Tire Eastern Storm presented by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment. And we go from some of the biggest and fastest tracks on the 2026 schedule to one of its tightest bull rings. We're at Action Track USA, and the championship is on the line. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's presentation of the United States Auto Club featuring the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. It may be a show-up points race tonight for the championship, but it is full points for the Eastern Storm. Mitchell Moles barely has the advantage coming into tonight, while 8 drivers actually have a mathematical shot of claiming that $12,000 top prize.
Yeah, Brian, it's certainly going to be interesting here tonight at Action Track USA, but back to what you were talking about between Moles and Brady, only 11 points separate those two drivers, and like you said, while it is show-up points for the national side of things, we're really here to see how things shake out for Eastern Storm. That's going to be the big story we follow throughout the evening, and we got a chance to talk to not only Mitchell Moles, your Eastern Storm points leader, but Brady Bacon as well. We'll hold both of those interviews as we go on our pre-race show, but it's certainly going to be interesting, and like you said, Brian, it's the big, fast racetracks down to our tightest one of the season. I can't wait to get going here at Action Track.
Mitchell's week, he's just had such a rush of momentum this week, and he's had such good runs so far, and coming into a track, like we said, totally different from what we've been on, but we've seen Mitchell have success on the larger, the 3/8 of the half miles, as well as the quarter miles. So certainly not out of this thing, and he's going to be interesting to watch.
He sure is, and he has put together such an amazing week, right, Brian? You can't have a bad night when you're racing in, so to speak, a 6-race championship, and Mitchell Moles has certainly done a great job of that. He's won 2 out of the 5 races so far, or rather the 4 races. Of course, last night at Port Royal getting rained out. We talk about the 11-point difference, too. Even though we got Learn Lab qualifying in, Brian, and the rest of the night got washed out, those points from Learn Lab qualifying carry over, and Mitchell Moles was able to out-qualify Brady Bacon, get some much-needed points to ink out that little bit of advantage he has. So just because last night rained out doesn't mean it didn't count, and it could play a big factor in who wins the Eastern Storm Championship.
It definitely could. It's going to be interesting to watch. Let's go ahead and go over to Mitchell.
Mitchell Moles leads the Eastern Storm point standings heading into the final race here at Action Track USA. Just 11 points separating Mitchell Moles and the Macho Man Brady Bacon. And Mitchell, you've been through this song and dance a few times before in Eastern Storm. What's it going to take to keep Brady behind you here tonight and get your second Eastern Storm title?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to, I don't know, I'm not really I try not to think about points and stuff like that. I just go race your race and do the best job that you can do. You can only deal with the cards you're dealt, really, and qualifying does fall off here, and you got to get a good pill draw, and there's a lot of things that have to kind of go your way at these smaller joints, and then you also got to survive the whole race. So, yeah, Brady's one of the best, obviously, there's no doubt in that, but my car's really good right now, my guys are really good, and we're working hard, and everybody's working hard. I'm sure Brady and his team are working really hard, too, so we're all ready. Kyle Cummins isn't far back there. Justin's not that far back there. So you just got to, like I said, you just got to hit your marks. Make sure every time you're on the track, make it count, and let everything else just fall out where it falls out. The money's nice and everything's nice, but I just want to win these races. I'm kind of over the whole points racing thing. If you win enough races, you'll win the points. So we've been doing a decent job at that lately, and just crack the whip and see if we can get one here at Action Track.
And that's certainly the key to it. And it's been a great week, obviously, for you guys. 2 wins, and you've been in the mix just about every night. How do you keep that consistency going? Because it just hasn't been this year during Eastern Storm. It's really been the last year and a half or so. The 19 AZ has been easily one of the most consistent cars in the pit area.
Yeah, my car's really good. Like I said, Andy and Dylan and Bo have been doing a great job, and they've been working hard on it, just making sure we don't have any failures, and that everything kind of goes our way, and then do my job when it counts. Last night was obviously going to be a quite different situation. I think Brady was out. He was out of the top 10 there. So, or I think he was 9th in qualifying. So it would have put him, it'd have been tough to win a heat race from the second row there, and would have put him pretty far back in the feature. And I would have just maybe give myself a little bit more of a points gap, but that's not the way God intended it for us. So I got a couple points on him there, and but Kyle and them, they didn't really let me gain any there on them. So, like I said, it's super tough. My car's been really good, and especially on the smaller or the bigger, slicker stuff, I've been a lot better on. Still trying to get better on the smaller, hooked up, kind of like this Action Track style, but I still kind of kicked myself in the ass, I should say, for Grandview. Just didn't qualify as good as I wanted to. Like I said, winning that heat race from the second row is tough, and kind of put me behind the 8 ball, and I had to scratch and claw all night to get to 8th. So if we do our job tonight, we're in the best position, at least, to say. So do our job tonight, like I said, and go out there and just rip the fence, and might just have to force the issue a little more tonight.
One thing I really like about the finale of Eastern Storm being here at Action Track is you go from all these big, fast, intimidating racetracks to the smallest one we see all year, at least on the sprint car side of things. Is there a mental shift you have to make as a race car driver to go from, hey, I'm running a really big, fast racetrack to now I'm running a really small, tight bull ring?
Yeah, I mean, I think like the top 8 or 10 guys are so good that it doesn't. The most of those guys, we've done all this so long, and so many of us have been in so many different disciplines of racing that it does show a little bit, especially on stuff like that. You can have guys that go quick time, like Kyle comes to go quick time last night on half mile, and come here and go quick time. So, like I said, qualifying and the way it drops off is there's a little pile on both the entries. And as soon as that pile gets worn out, then you have to start using the wall, and it creates a lot of mistakes for qualifying. So hopefully I can be out early in the group and try and qualify. I don't think I've ever really qualified good here. So just got to get timed in. Like I told my guys, we've been working hard all day, just trying to see if there's anything we can do to help ourselves. And like I said, get timed in, get in that top 6, make it out of your heat race, go win the thing.
Mitchell Moles after his second career Eastern Storm title here tonight at Action Track USA.
So it's going to be interesting tonight for the Ryan Bull Nutwood Motorsports of 19 AZ and really for everybody that's in attendance. But Brady Bacon is such a versatile driver, and he's won in wing and non-wing this year. He's won in 360s and 410s and was absent last year from the Eastern Storm. Rectifies that this year, comes out, and again has had great momentum. And when I say momentum, consistency. He's been third every time he's been on track. So you can't really be frustrated at that, but then again, when you're in this position of wanting to win and needing to win, and that's how you make your living, maybe it weighs on him a little bit, but he's definitely getting the job done, and he's still right there.
Well, like you said, Brian, the absolute perfect model of consistency being third every night. It's been interesting to watch, but yeah, Brady on the outlaw schedule that he has been the last few years, he doesn't really care about the national points. He's here to win races and maybe get that Eastern Storm title here tonight. And it's going to be interesting to see how that CD Racing team fares against Mitchell Moles and the other drivers that are still mathematically eligible to get that Eastern Storm championship here in 2026.
And this is not the only time the Macho Man's racing in Pennsylvania. He's got a whole nother slew of races coming up in Pennsylvania. So he's going to be fun to watch tonight, and certainly want to follow his action here over the next month or so. Let's check in with Brady Bacon.
The Macho Man, Brady Bacon, comes in the finale of Eastern Storm just 11 points behind Mitchell Moles. And Mitchell has certainly put together a great week, no question about it, Brady. But so have you and the CD Racing team as well. What's it going to take to make up those 11 points to get another Eastern Storm title tonight?
Just got to go out there tonight, just treat it like any other night. There's nothing we can do about what he does. We just got to perform on our end, and where the cards will fall where they may.
And with CD Racing, too, of course, heavily based out of the state of Pennsylvania, what would it mean for not only you to get another Eastern Storm title, but to deliver them one as well?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. We're within like an hour and a half of every track on Eastern Storm, so little easier trip for us than all the rest of the teams that had to come mostly from Indiana. So we enjoyed this week, and thanks for the fans for coming out, and hopefully we can get a couple spots better tonight than we finished every other night this week.
I was just talking to Mitchell Moles about this earlier today. Of course, we have these big, fast, scary racetracks, no question about it, throughout Eastern Storm. And then we come to this little bull ring here in Kutztown at Action Track USA. And you've been doing this for such a long time. Is there a little bit of a mental shift you have to make to say, hey, I'm going from a big, fast racetrack to a very small racetrack, and things are going to happen a little bit faster than they did in nights previous? Or is it just one of those things now for you where it's just muscle memory, you don't really need to think about it?
Yeah, it's pretty, this place is not normal. It's like, I think, the smallest place on the schedule. So it's a little different than normal, but yeah, you obviously are going to treat it different. Your car's different. You just go out there and, hopefully put a full night together, stay out of trouble. That's going to be important here. But in the years past, when I've been here, everyone's pretty, kept their nose clean and behaved themselves pretty well. So hopefully it's the same again tonight.
Brady Bacon after another Eastern Storm title tonight. He's 11 points behind Mitchell Moles heading to the finale. Stick around here on FloRacing. Dirt Draft Hot Laps are next.
Whatever you drive, however you drive. AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicles, so you can work hard and play hard with confidence. Order online at amsoil.com.
Every lap, every race, every bit of paint traded for every hard-fought place. Every checkered flag and trophy raised. Every ounce of dirt, sweat, and gears. They're all jammed inside every can of NOS Energy. Go ahead, open up a can.
predictive contests, more ways to play, more ways to win. Lock in your drivers, watch the action, and become a fantasy champion. Every lap, every restart, every last lap slide job that moves you up the leaderboard. The green flag just dropped on the all-new Dirt Draft. Download it now at dirtdraft.com. Draft your team and get in the race.
Something has awakened. The horsepower and torque you always knew was there, just waiting to make every drive thrilling. Track tested, off-road proven, performance for everything you drive. Drive better with K&N.
Get ready for new Kias with 0% financing at Lou Fuse Kia Evansville. The Ready, Set, Drive sales event is happening now. Get ready for big savings on new K4s, only $169 a month. You're set with Sorrentos, just $279 a month or 0% financing. Drive home Tellurides, now $299 a month or 0%. At Lou Fuse Kia Evansville, home of the 200,000-mile warranty. Lou Fuse, we are family.
Hey, are you caught in the tariff trap? Rising costs and unpredictable delays? Well, it's time to reshore, reclaim, and reinvent with Parallax Group Incorporated. With over 30 years of expertise, we deliver high-quality assembly and manufacturing solutions right here in North America. Our strategically located facility near the U.S. border ensures faster distribution and reduced logistics costs. Experience efficiency, control, and excellence in every product. Parallax Group Incorporated. Quality assembly processes in North America. Welcome back to the broadcast on FloRacing. It is the finale of Yokohama Eastern Storm, presented by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment. It brings us, as we said during pre-race, to the tightest bull ring on the 2026 schedule, Action Track USA. Again, brought to you by Yokohama. They don't just make tires, they make history. Check out yokohamatires.com for more. And presented by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment, celebrating their 90th anniversary with a full-service CNC machine shop and work truck upfitter located just outside Reading, Pennsylvania. Check out their full line of truck bodies, trucks, vans, and trailer equipment. Plus, they offer service repair on all of your vehicles. They provide manufacturing and repair, machining, welding, and driveline services too. Check out their capabilities at levanmachine.com. Again, a special thanks to Brian Levan and Levan Machine and Truck Equipment. $12,000 going to the Eastern Storm champion this year. $6,000 to second, $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000 respectively paid through the top five. Cars for Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1 starting to make their way down to the base of the grandstands. That means it is time to download the Dirt Draft app or reactivate your subscription if you haven't done so. You could play in leagues, again, a Pro League, the Veteran League, and the Rookie League. The Pro League locks in a qualifying veteran at Heat Race number 1, and the Rookie League gives you all the way to the start of the feature event. Predictive contests, and of course, that 25% off gift card to the Hoosier Tire online merchandise store for new and reactivating subscribers. As always, we got Driver v. Driver. Let's check in with Drake York.
Absolutely, Brian. We do have Driver v. Driver, and it's actually going to be take two on the matchup we had last night out at Port Royal. Unfortunately, if you weren't able to watch on FloRacing, the rain's getting the better of that one, and unfortunately, that means we weren't able to determine a fair winner on the Dirt Draft Driver v. Driver matchup side of things. So Briggs Danner and KTJ, Kevin Thomas Jr., going at it again. We'll start off with Briggs Danner. He's on the left-hand side of your screen at USAC Driver 1. He's chosen himself, Chase Stockton, Logan Seavey, Cale Coons, and Christian Bruno. KTJ, his opposition, as I said, has chosen Kyle Cummins, Logan Seavey, Ricky Lewis, Hayden Reinbold, and Steven Dravicki. He is at USAC Driver 2. And if you want to play with the USAC drivers here this evening at Action Track, make sure you sign up in that Pro Public Lobby. That's the only way to play with Briggs Danner and Kevin Thomas Jr. tonight with their friends at Dirt Draft.
AMSOIL is the title sponsor of the USAC Sprint Car National Championship. The AMSOIL Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com takes the guesswork at picking the best oil and filter combination for your vehicle. Choose the right product and packaging option and enjoy fast free delivery right to your door. Visit AMSOIL.com to learn more. Another reason to stop by the USAC merchandise trailer. Again, tonight, your last chance to pick up your Eastern Storm merchandise before they all go online to USACgear.com. You could sign up to be tonight's AMSOIL Inside the Oval winner. If your name is chosen, you and a guest of your choice get a prize pack, a ride of the pace truck. You'll get to watch the 4-wide from the Toyota Racing Development pace truck, and the opportunity of a lifetime to watch tonight's USAC Sprint Car feature event from the Infield. Again, make sure and get signed up at the USAC merchandise trailer. We will call that name following our heat races. While you're making your way around Merchandise Row, make sure and get a complimentary can of NOS Energy. High-performance racing demands high-performance energy. With NOS Energy, fueling USAC's fastest drivers and fans all season long. Sitting in the stands and maybe can't quite hear what's going on? Make sure and bring your scanner the next time you're at a USAC national event, as all of our FloRacing broadcast audio is also available at frequency 454.5000. Get your scanner today by going to racingelectronics.com or call them at 1-800-272-7111. Drivers with Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1 onto the speedway. They will begin to fire 4 flights of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. 22 drivers checking in with the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. That'll translate into a trio of heat races once we get through Learn Lap qualifying. Driver rolling into turn number 3 right now at Greenfield, Indiana. Driver the Leary Construction, Kodiak Products, Highsmith Guns, Travis Esch Motorsports, Simpson Wheelwheel number 30. That's going to be CJ Leary. Leary making his way around to the front straightaway. Working exit turn number 2 right now, Cale Coons out of Greencastle, Indiana. The Curb Records, Mechanical Advantage, Coletta Charters, Neil Tire number 63. Driver rolling behind him, that'll be Ricky Lewis out of Oxnard, California. The Superior Tank and Trailer, Physical Medicine Consultants, Messia Valley Transportation number 41. Getting the push into turn number 1, that's Justin Grant out of Ione, California. The NOS Energy Drink, Hippie Logistics, Top Industries, G&G Racing Fuels, Just Jamming in Storage number 4. And pushing on to the back straightaway, Robert Ballou, the Madman in Rockland, California. Driver the Suburban Subaru, Dean's Waterfront Services, Donut DRC, Berks Western Telecom, number 12. So again, for Dirt Draft Hot Laps, spreading things out into 4 flights of hot laps. Again, once we get through Learn Lap qualifying, that'll all go up into a trio of heat races. With 22 drivers on hand, no semi-feature event required tonight. Everybody going on into the main event. And we talked about a little bit earlier in pre-race, a show of points event for the drivers on the national standings. As soon as they fire, they get their 50 points for the night. Everybody else contending still for full points in Eastern Storm standings. And that points battle is still tight coming into tonight. Again, they did get points last night despite the rain out through qualifying and then the 10 points on top of that. So Mitchell Moles giving himself a little bit of breathing room at 308 markers to Brady Bacon at 297. Kyle Cummins at 288, Justin Grant at 281, 276 for Briggs Xander, Chase Stock at 242. Robert Ballou has accrued 240 points this week. Jake Swanson at 235, CJ Leary at 220, and Cale Coons at 206. Now the top 8 all still with a mathematical shot at potentially walking away with that $12,000 payday. The total rundown, we'll get that on the screen here in just a moment. Again, $12,000 to the champion of Yokohama Eastern Storm, presented by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment. $6,000, $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000. The nightly passing master also up for grabs. It's a $500 bonus once everything wraps up here tonight to the driver that advances position the most times this weekend. Again, that is every time drivers are on track. Now the season long, the $2,500 bonus, that is in a feature competition only. Of course, a few drivers in the field with a 360 beneath the bonnet, so we do have that nightly 360 bonus as well. Look at the national standings coming into tonight. Again, everybody getting the same amount of points on the national side, full points on the Eastern Storm side. Kyle Cummins continues to lead the way over Mitchell Moles. His lead has fluctuated quite a bit over the course of the week. Justin Grant sitting in 3rd, Briggs Xander in 4th, Jake Swanson, Chase Stockton, Logan Seavey, Kevin Thomas Jr., CJ Leary, and Robert Ballou, as we'll start to wind things up here for Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1. Drivers having a little bit of issue on the entrance to turn number 3. See several times going in to the front end, washing out from underneath. Turns 1 and 2 so far, everybody roaming around nicely. Robert Ballou so far the quickest driver on track with a 12.226. CJ Leary a 12.746. Ricky Lewis a 12.854. Justin Grant 12.991. And Cale Coons a 13.452. So issues on CJ Leary's number 30. He will exit down into the pit area. We'll see if we can get an update on what's going on with him. In the meantime, everybody else staying on track. They'll basically break this up into a Part A and Part B session in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. So Part A in the books, now Group 1, Part B remains out of the racetrack. Drivers getting instructions over the receiver to roll where they see fit, just kind of clean things up and get ready to go. So the caution lights are going to go out. We're going to set them loose once again. 12.226, the quickest time in the first half of Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1. We'll see if they pick up time here in the second half. Turn 3 starting to come in just a little bit better. A couple of drivers kind of sliding up there even once we went back to green, but now everybody kind of backing her in and getting her figured out here as they come around to the way to the white flag. And times indeed dropping 11.536 right now for Robert Ballou, Justin Grant 11.690 as they're about to come around to the way to the checker flag and put a close on Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1. So Robert Ballou, 10.907, already down to the 10-second bracket. Is the only driver down there so far. Justin Grant, 11.086. Ricky Lewis, 11.483. Kale Coons, 11.615. And CJ Leary not out for the second half with a 12.745. Drake is wandering down around the infield, and dare I say he's made it to the pool.
You're exactly right, Brian. And for as small as Action Track USA is, they sure know how to pack a lot of personality into a really small area. Right now, we're taking a look at the Turn 2 Tavern, my personal favorite spot to maybe evade a little bit of work-related spot responsibilities here for the finale of Eastern Storm. But where I am right now, maybe the hot spot, or at least it's the hot spot for me, of course, today, the longest day of the year, and it's honestly been one of the hotter days of Eastern Storm right now.
Hang on. You literally have your own sign down there?
Yes, I have found all one of my race fans out here. So I had a look. It's not every day as an announcer that you get a sign made about you. So you got to take advantage of where it is. But I mean, we got the whole shebang out here. I'm going to try not to get too wet. There's a bunch of people back here. So this is really the place that I enjoy hanging out the most, Brian. Like I said, it's one of the hottest days of the year, too, so you got to cool down. Unfortunately, too, my pants were just a little too long, so I didn't want to get them too wet. But, yes, it's very cool in here right now. Oh, and our camera guy got hit. Gotta get them entertained down here at Action Track USA, Brian. Like I said, too, this racetrack has more personality in this tight confines than most racetracks. Now we're getting assaulted. This tiny racetrack has more personality in the tight confines than some racetracks quadruple their sizes do. So this easily, Brian, for almost this reason alone, mostly because, like I said, I was pretty hot today, this is one of my favorite places to come to. Such a great place to end Eastern Storm at.
Well, just remember, yesterday was his birthday, so maybe somebody could be nice to him down there.
They're rowdy down here too, Brian.
So Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 2 making its way out onto the speedway. Getting a look at your current USAC National Points leader right now. Kyle Cummins, the Avante Windows and Doors, Jugo Superfoods, Petty Performance number 3P out of Princeton, Indiana. Awaiting the push here on the front straightaway. Driver sitting behind him, the 45 of Brett Rose out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. The Evie Frenchies, Kreiner 360 powered, Maxim chassis number 45R. Driver in 39 out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, the East Schneider & Sons Recycling, Keystone Cap Rider, DRC, Boulevard Truck Repair number 39. That is Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner going to fire here on the front straightaway. And rolling exit to number 4, Ronald Helmick out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania, over the Tag Lumber Building Material Distribution, Levan Machine and Truck Equipment, Craig Reiner, Keller Williams and Associates, number 22R. The 19 here on the front straightaway, Stephen Dravicki out of Reading, Pennsylvania, the Degree Engineering, Road and Racefield, Chevrolet RPM Chassis, Greg Fitzpatrick owned, number 19S. Again, Dirt Drive Top Lap session number 2 on track. In session number 1, we did part A, part B. We'll see if that continues on here during Dirt Drive Hot Laps. Cookout presents always fresh, never frozen burgers, barbecue, and hot dogs, all cooked fresh every day. And get this, over 40 different flavors of shakes, and they're all prepared fresh and made by hand every day. It's all yours to find a Cookout location near you. Go to cookout.com. Sunoco is the world's largest manufacturer of racing fuels and has been the standard of motorsports for over 50 years. Known for innovation, consistency, and high performance, Sunoco Fuels has been the choice of racers from grassroots tracks to premier international series. Go to SunocoRacefuels.com for more information. More green in Dirt Trap Hot Lap session number 2. Ronald Helmick of the 22R, the quickest driver on track for that session. Currently third quick overall, an 11.250. Robert Ballou remains quickest at a 10.907. So far, the only driver to trip down into the 10-second bracket. Hoosier Racing Tires' mission is to be the dominant customer-driven provider of racing tires to teams domestically and internationally. For more information on the tires designed for champions, go online to HoosierTire.com. The official online broadcast provider of all National Circle Track Tours of the United States Auto Club is FloRacing.com. Part of the Flow Sports Network, your subscription gets you more than just motorsports. Hockey, they've got it. Pro bull riding, yep. Wrestling, marching band, cycling, grappling, cheer, dance, baseball, basketball, and nearly everything in between. On the racing side of things, you get series, of course, like the United States Auto Club, but Interstate Battery High Limit, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the All-Star Circuit of Champions, plus major events like the Snowball Derby, the Dome, the Hyper Racing Tulsa Shootout powered by NOS Energy, December 29th through January 3rd, and the Chili Bowl Nationals powered by NOS Energy during January 11th through the 16th. Whether you get your monthly or your yearly subscription, you get it all with Flow Racing. The K&N Clean Air Award is presented to the driver who leads the most laps during each USAC National A-Feature event throughout the 2026 season. The award is designed to recognize sustained performance at the front of the field where engine efficiency, reliability, and meticulous preparation are at a premium. Shop for your vehicle and your home at knfilters.com. Third flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps making its way out onto the Speedway. First driver to tell you about the Powder Blue number 19. That is Hayden Reinbold of Gilbert, Arizona. The AME Electrical Reinbold Development Incorporated, Mesilla Valley Transportation number 19. Sits just to the exit of turn number 4. Down to the bottom side of turn number 3, Chase Stockton of Fort Branch, Indiana. The England Machine and Tool, Moments by Morgan, Lucas Oil Center, Moose Racing at CRW number 92. BC, a Christian Bruno at Deptford, New Jersey on track. The Bentley Truck Service, Bees Bar and Grill, Pioneer Pole Building, AzuzuParts.com. Number 3 BC. Sitting along the back straightaway. First time we've seen this driver this week. Scott Frack at Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. Driver the Carson McCollum Photography, Thayer Performance Power, Triple X Chassis, Robinson Race Products, PLP Motorsports, number 39X. And on the back straightaway, getting the push to fire, Kevin Thomas Jr. at Coleman, Alabama. The Majestic Electric Inland Rigging Bird Racing, Stanton Mockwood Chassis, number 3R. And the 47, Charging Charles Davis Jr. to Buckeye, Arizona. The Yellow Machine rolling into turn number 3. The MP Environmental Bike Magic Beat Breaker, Stanton DRC Chassis, AME Electrical, Chuck D's Wieners, number 47. So everybody firing here for Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3. Robert Blue still remains the quickest, 10.907. Justin Grant, 11.086. Ronald Helmick at 11.250. Briggs Danner, 11.438. And Ricky Lewis is 5th quick in 11.483. Cale Coon, Stephen Dravicki, Kyle Cummins, CJ Leary, and Brett Rose currently make up the top 10. Getting a look at Charles Davis Jr. here on the broadcast. His first trip back here to the Action Track USA since 2024. coming in off his best finish of the season at Williams Grove, his first top 10 of the year in USAC national competition. Crossing the start-finish line 9th at the big half mile as we get ready to get after it. Track really starting to come in nicely. Several drivers now under 11 seconds rather. 10.659 for Chase Stockin goes to the top of the charts here. Hayden Reinbold at 10.829, Christian Bruno 10.873, Robert Ballou 10.907, and Charles Davis Jr. a 10.927. That's your 5 quickest drivers, all in the 10-second bracket. Justin Grant, 11.086. Kevin Thomas Jr., 11.090. 11.250 for Ronald Helmick. Briggs Danner, 11.438. And Ricky Lewis, 11.483. The official one-lap track record, we'll see if anybody can top that in Learn Lab qualifying in a little bit. Kyle Cummins holds on to that at a 10.406. Whether it's their original store in Warsaw or right in the heart of racing at their new location in Brownsburg, Indiana, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts has what you're looking for. Shop in person or online 24/7 at Elliott'sCustomTrailers.com. That's Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, where you're always a winner. K1 Race Gear is proud to be one of the very few companies to outfit any driver, from kids at K1 Speed to USAC champions. We're K1 Race Gear and join their list of champions today. Learn more at K1RaceGear.com. TJ Ford's Wheels was founded to be the best no-compromise Ford's wheels in the motorsports industry. Product quality, safety, and customer service are the driving factors for TJ Ford's, and they are committed to being your first and your only call for racing wheels. Go to TJFords.com to get started today. Final flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps has made its way out onto the speedway. First driver to tell you about the 19 AZ, the driver that currently leads the way in Eastern Storm points. At Raisin City, California, the AME Electricals, Messiah Valley Transportation, Rival Development, Incorporated number 19 AZ. That is Mitchell Moles. Moles sitting here on the front straightway in the blue and white number 19. Driver sitting behind him out of Sutter, California, the Mount Mechanical Contractors, Drop Line Indy Power Sports number 57. That is Logan Seavey. Seavey in the 57. The 5T out of Anaheim, California, the Trainer Power, DRC, Inland Reagan, Darty Motorsports, taking Enterprises roll scaffolding number 5T. That is Jake Swanson. Swanson with a Trainer Chevrolet beneath the bonnet here tonight in the 5T. Waiting the push at the exit of turn number 4, currently second in Eastern Storm standings, the Concord American Flagpole Racer Magazine High Performance Lubricants Gym Week. Chris Dyson, number 20. That is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon in the 20. And the 1X down the front straightaway to Spring City, Pennsylvania, the Valley Forge Tree Service Chevrolet Maxim chassis number 1X. That is Dirk Rimrott. And issues looks like for Bacon trying to get that number 20 to fire here. They're going to reset, get the Indy Power Sports four-wheeler out of the way, and they're going to bring one of the track's Razors into play here, see if they can get that car rolling. Whether you're running a go-kart, micro, midget, modified sprint car, late model, Silver Crown, or even a tractor, Rod Supply has the assortment of rod ends, radius rods, and specialty products that will help you lead the field of performing to your maximum potential. Remember, they don't just sell them, they race them. Go to rodsupply.com for more. Parallax Group offers world-class power supply products to the RV industry. Parallax Group delivers high-quality assemblies and manufacturing solutions in North America that exceed client expectations, focusing on quality and efficiency to ensure their products lead the industry. Go to parallaxgroupinc.com for more. One more driver to tell you about circling around the Speedway. She is out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, piloting the number 39T. That is Olivia Thayer in the O'Brien's Restoration and Remodeling Costa Oil entry. As they come around to the wave of the green flag, we're underway in your final flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. .10.609 Mitchell Moles will be fastest in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. 10.659 for Chase Stock and a 10.728 for Brady Bacon. Jake Swanson 10.794. Logan Seavey fifth quick at a 10.797. Hayden Reinbold, Christian Bruner, Robert Ballou, Charles Davis Jr., Justin Grant make up your top 10. 9 drivers under the 11-second mark, and we are just a couple of tenths off of the official one-lap track record. We'll see if that stands here as Learn Lap qualifying comes up next. Kyle Cummins, a 10.406, 69.191 average miles per hour. That time established on June 18th, 2023. Learn Lab is a maker of award-winning hands-on industrial job skills training systems using curriculum, classroom tools, and rugged hands-on training panels. Learn Lab teaches the necessary skills with real tools and components to help schools, colleges, and companies train their people to be better at what they do. Check out LearnLab.com for more information. One car at a time onto the speedway, 2 laps on the clock, the quickest of the 2 counting towards their Learn Lab qualifying effort. Crew's taking a quick second, checking something on the exit of turn number 4. Looks like they will clear. Again, if you want to follow along, download the My Race Pass app now. Live timing and scoring comes with a premium membership as we allow a few people to cross down into the infield. Free with the download, rosters, lineups, results, and more. Again, that is with the My Race Pass app. And a reminder, anything on the app as well as our social media channels is unofficial when it comes to results. Make sure and check out USACRacing.com and the Close the Nice program for all official news, notes, points, and updates. Find us on Facebook. Simply search for USAC Racing, on Instagram and X at USAC Nation. It's like the final couple of people making their way across the racetrack. So the green light going to come on around the Action Track USA. And they'll get the command to push. The first driver going to begin to make his way out onto the racing surface. Rolling just down in front of the grandstands. He's out of Oxnard, California. Driving the Superior Tank and Trailer Physical Medicine Consultants, Mesquite Valley Transportation, D-Transport, Haley Motorsports, Morris Farms, number 41. This is Ricky Lewis. Ricky Lewis in the number 41. He'll come around this time to break the beam, and he'll start the clock. A dozen wins on the season, all outside of USAC national competition. Desperately looking to get that done here in 2026. A little bit of a misstep there off of turns 1 and 2 here on the opening lap. One start here in 2024, an 18th place finish. Lewis going to come around to set the market at 12.001. 12.001 seconds. Better launch this time onto the back straightaway. 8th place at Williams Grove. Brings her around onto the front straightaway. Checkered flag, and his set goes a 10.855. 1.0855 seconds. Ricky Lewis sets the mark here in Learn Lab qualifying. Into the pits early during Dirt Draft Hot Laps, but the problem rectified for the driver to Greenfield, Indiana. Driver to Leary Construction, Kodiak Products, Highsmith Guns, One Way DRC. Kramer Components, number 30, CJ Leary. Problems in turns 3 and 4 coming around here to try to start the clock. And something still not right on Leary's number 30, not wanting to stay running here. So he will go ahead and duck down through the infield, take it back to the pits. And he'll get one lap at the end. The penalty, though, you cannot start any higher than the top 50% in the field. So we will get him clear from the racetrack, and we will continue on here. Next driver pulling out onto the speedway. Winner here 1 year ago for the driver out of Ione, California, driven the NOS Energy Drink, MPV Logistics, Top Industries, G&G Racing Fuels, Ames Oils, Just Gem and Storage, Stanton Power, and Max at number 4. This is Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the number 4. He'll find the throttle onto the back straightaway. The clock going to start when he makes his way off of turn number 4. The reigning Eastern Storm champ with 3 starts here at Action Track USA. Victory last year, 4th in 2024 and a 5th in 2023. Comes in off of a second-place finish at Williams Grove Speedway on Friday night. Comes around lap number 1. Quick time at a 10.736. 1:07.36 seconds for Justin Grant. 23 starts on the season. 2 USAC National Sprint Car scores. 12 top 5s and 21 top 10s. Second time around, better. 10.565. Quick time for Justin Grant here in Learn Lab qualifying. Next driver out to the speedway out of Rockland, California, driven the Suburban Subaru, Dean's Waterfront Services, Burks Western Telecom, England Machine and Tool, Hinchman Indy, Amy Gardner Roofing Factory, K number 12. This is the Madman, Robert Ballou. Robert Ballou coming around to start the clock in the 12. 3 starts here at Action Track USA, a 6th place run last year, 4th in 2023 as best performance, and a 9th place in 2024. The 2-time USAC Eastern Storm champ going to come around on his opening lap. We'll see where he stops the clock. It'll be 3rd quick at 11:071, 1:10.71 seconds. 23 starts, 3 top 5s, 13 top 10s. Last 2 outings has been the Ronda Supply Hard Charger with a pair of 6th place runs. Ballou coming around better second time by 10.950. Still 3rd quick for the driver, the number 12. First time to the Action Track USA for the driver to Greencastle, Indiana. Driver the Curb Records, Coletta Charters, Mechanical Advantage, Deal Tire, Impact, Racing Optics, FK Rod Ends, Joe Dooling, Kerbeck Janian, DRC stand number 63. This is Cale Coons. Cale Coons coming around to start the clock. So far during Eastern Storm, a 12th at Grandview, an 8th at Bridgeport, 11th at Big Diamond, a 12th at Williams Grove Speedway. Coming off of turn number 4, we'll see where he stops the clock in his opening lap at 11.316, 1:13.16 seconds. 4th quick for Cale Coons. 23 starts, 1 top 5, 11 top 10s in USAC National Sprint Car competition here in 2026. Comes around lap number 2, better 11.244, still 4th quick for Cale Coons. On to the speedway now. He is a 4-time non-wing sprint car winner here outside of USAC National competition. Driving the E. Schneider & Sons Recycling, Keystone Cab Boulevard Truck Repairer, Apache Transport Rider, DRC number 39. This is Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner, the number 39. 7th place run last year for the Allentown, Pennsylvania driver. His best appearance in 2024 was a 2nd place finish, finished 17th in 2023. 5th place in his last outing at Williams Grove, the 39 coming around. He'll go 4th quick on lap number 1, 11.021, 1:10.21 seconds. 23 starts, 3 USAC National scores this season, 13 top 5s and 18 top 10s for Briggs Danner. Second time by, better 3rd quick, 10.870, 10.870 for Briggs Danner, puts him in 3rd. The 19S out to the speedway. Last stop here in USAC East Coast competition in 2024 during the Dick Tobias Classic with a 5th place finish. Out of Reading, Pennsylvania, the Degree Engineering Rotor and Race Field Chevrolet RPM chassis number 19S. This is Stephen Dravicki. Stephen Dravicki in the 19 at speed. 1 star with the USAC Ames Oil Sprint Car National Championship last year with a 10th place run. 15th at Williams Grove in our last outing. Comes around first time by, 5th quick, 11.012, 1:10.12 seconds. 21 overall starts throughout the Mid-Atlantic for the driver number 19 this season. 1 win, 12 top 5s, and 16 top 10 finishes. Comes around better, 4th quick, 10.916. That was Stephen Dravicki. Next driver pulling out to the speedway out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. Driver the AV Frenchies, Grindr 360 powered Maxim, Rose Brothers Motorsports number 45R. This is Brett Rose. Brett Rose making his way out onto the speedway. Second time on track here this weekend for the driver the number 45R. Williams Grove had a 20th place run. 6 year behind the wheel of a sprint car. 5 overall starts on the 2026 season. Butts his way down around the bottom side of the Action Track USA. He'll come around on his opening lap. He'll go 7th quick, 11.765, 1:17.65 seconds for the driver, the number 45. Car a little tight during hot laps. Looks like he may have her a little more freed up here into Learn Lap qualifying. Brings it around second time by. Does improve. 11.680. Still 7th quick for Brett Rose. Out of Boyerstown, Pennsylvania, driver the Tague Lumber Building Material Distribution, Helmick Power, Triple X Chassis, Craig Reiner, Caleb Williams and Associates, Levan Machine and Truck Equipment, Hoy's Landscaping, number 22R. This is Ronald Helmick. Ronald Helmick going to make his way out in 22. Looking for his first USAC National start here at Action Track USA. 19th at Williams Grove overall in the season. 9 starts, 1 top 5, and 3 top 10 finishes in regional competition. Makes his way around to turns 3 and 4 in his opening lap. We'll see where he stops. The clock was pretty quick during Dirt Draft hot laps. Comes around 6 quick, 11.182, 111.82 seconds for the driver of the number 22R. Streaks are off into turns 3 and 4. Up the embankment, a little too sideways. That's going to scrub off some speed here, but back of the throttle to end things out. That takes about a half a second from an 11.773 in lap number 2. Lap number 1 is best 11.182. The driver that currently holds a one-lap track record at a 10.406 out to the speedway at Princeton, Indiana. Driver the Avante Autos Adores, Jugo Superfoods, Premier Recycling, Apache Transport, Petty Performance, Stanton Mach 1 number 3P. This is Kyle Cummins. Kyle Cummins in the 3. Current points leader for the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. Ooh my, things getting a little dicey into turn number 1. Keeps her off of the wall and off of the fence. Good save for Kyle Cummins. That is going to ruin some fruit of the looms, though, as they make their way around on lap number 1. That costs them 8th quick, 11.671, 11671 seconds on lap number 1. Winner here in 2023 brings her down the embankment off of turns 3 and 4. We'll see where he lands second time by. Big improvement, second quick, 10.791. Good rebound for Kyle Cummins. Goes second quick, 10.791. On to the racetrack now at Gilbert, Arizona. Driver the AME Electrical, Reinbold Development Incorporated, Mississippi Valley Transportation, Jugo Superfoods. Stanton Spike number 19. This is Hayden Reinbold. Hayden Reinbold coming around to start the clock. 2 wins on the season in Silver Crown and Midget competition. Salt City 100 back on May 9th, and then Circle City during Indiana Midget Week back on June 9th. 1 start here last year with a 12th place finish. Comes around 7th quick on his opening lap, 11.145. 111.45 seconds for the driver number 19. 20 starts on the season, 2 top 5s and 8 top 10s in USAC National Sprint Car Competition. Brings her around in lap number 2. Better on time, not position. Still 7th, 10.957. Next driver onto the speedway in search of his first USAC National start here in Action Track USA. His last visit with the USAC East Coast Series during the Dick Tobias Classic in 2024. Walked away with a runner-up place finish. That's Christian Bruno out of Deptford, New Jersey. The Bentley's Truck Service, Pease Barn Grill, Pioneer Pole Building, Ryder Maxim Chassis, number 3 BC. 8 overall wins on the season, 3 of those in USAC East Coast competition. In fact, their last 3 outings comes around 10th quick at 11.249, 11249 seconds for Christian Bruno. Up and down the East Coast, 19 starts, 8 wins, 14 top 5s, and just as many top 10 finishes. He'll come around second time by a little bit slower, 11.328. That's Bruno in the 3 BC. Out to the speedway now at Coleman, Alabama. Driver the Majestic Electric Inland Breaking Bird Racing, Stanton Mach 1 Rock City Racer number 3R. This is Kevin Thomas Jr. Kevin Thomas Jr. in the 3R. 2 starts here in Action Track USA, a 3rd in 2025 and an 8th place finish in 2024. A 5-time winner in Eastern Storm competition throughout his career. Makes his way around here on lap number 1. Hard into the cushion, exiting to number 4. That'll cost him. He'll be 9th quick, 11.235, 11235 seconds. 23 starts on the season, 7 top 5s and 14 top 10 finishes. Trying to break into victory lane in USAC National competition. 3 wins in USAC regional action, though. 6 quick on lap number 2, 10.947 improvement up to 6 quick for Kevin Thomas Jr. First time seeing this driver this week, Scott Frack out of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. Driving the Carson McCollum Photography, Thayer Performance, Triple X Chassis, Robinson Race Products, PLP Motorsports, number 39X. 1 start in USAC National competition here at Action Track USA back in 2024 with a 20th place appearance. 25 years combined experience in sprint car and modified competition. 2 starts on the season. 1 top 10. That was a big diamond back on May 22nd. His opening lap is 12th quick, 11.366. Brings it around to lap number 2. Drop of the checkered flag and a little bit slower, 11.378. 12th quick for the driver, the number 39. Out to the speedway now at Buckeye, Arizona. Driver the MP Environmental, Black Magic Bead Breaker, Spider Crane Indy Race Parts, Rex's Tattoo and Massage Parlor, Central Arizona Raceway, DRC Stand number 47. This is Chargin' Charles Davis Jr. Charles Davis Jr., the 47, coming around to start the clock. 2-time starter here at Action Track USA, absent in 2025. He was 19th in 2024 and a 14th in 2023. 27 overall starts on the season with a dozen top 5s and 13 top 10s. Goes 12th quick in his opening lap, 11.341 for Charles Davis as he works around to the back straightaway. Last outing at the Grove, his best finish of the season in USAC National Competition, a 9th place finish. Comes around a little bit better on time, 11.259. Still 12th quick, though, for Charles Davis. Plenty fast during Dirt Draft Hot Laps. We'll see how he does here in Learn Lap qualifying. The England Machine and Tool moments by Morgan, Lucas Olson, our Kissler DRC, Moose Racing, Ted Brown Quality Paint and Body number 92. This is Chase Stockin. Chase Stockin onto the speedway in 92. 2 starts here at Action Track USA. Another driver absent last year. Back in 2024, he ran 12th. His best run in 2023 was an 8th place finish. Coming in off a 10th place run at Williams Grove. The RPMs wound up in 5th quick on the opening lap at 10.889, 10889 seconds. 23 starts, 1 win, 8 top 5s, and 14 top 10 finishes in USAC National Competition in 2026. A little bit slower second time by, 10.996. He'll stand on his opening lap at 10.889. That was Chase Stockin in 92. Victory in 2024 for the driver to Sutter, California. Driver of the Mount Mechanical Contractors, Dropline, Indy Power Sports, Forecheck Marketing, Indy Custom Zone, Abacus Race number 57. This is Logan Seavey. Logan Seavey coming around to break the beam and start the clock. 4-time winner on the season. Shillable prelim action. USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship, Evolution, Ocala, and then Indiana Midget score at Bloomington. Comes around on his opening lap. He'll go 10th quick, 11.092. 11092 seconds for Logan Seavey. 16th in 2025 and a 7th in 2023 here at Action Track USA. Up all the way into the cushion. Still 10th quick on lap number 2. A little bit better, though, 11.001. Out of Anaheim, California, driver of the Inland Rigging, Darty Motorsports, Snake Enterprises, Roll Scaffolding, Fine Line Drafting, Dirt Roots Digital, naming Swanson number 5T. This is Jake Swanson. Jake Swanson at speed. Onto the front straightaway, a 3-time starter here at Action Track USA. Last year, his best run, a 2nd place finish. Outside of that, a 10th in 2020. See if he improves. Lap number 2, he does. 2nd quick, 10.756 for Jake Swanson, up to 2nd here in Learn Lab qualifying. Next on to the speedway out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, mind you, the Concord American Flagpole Racer Magazine, High Performance Lubricants, Triple X Rider, Jim Weed, Chris Dyson, number 20. This is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. 2 starts here at Action Track USA, a 22nd in 2024 and a 9th in 2023. 4 wins on the season. The American Sprint Car Series Evolution back in February. USCS non-wing in Las Vegas. USAC National at Eldora. And Knoxville comes around 3rd quick on his opening lap at a 10.791. This is where Port City really pays off here for Brady Bacon. Breaks her all the way to the cushion. Does he improve? 2nd time by, he does. 2nd quick, 10.694. Brady Bacon up to 2nd quick, but nobody so far able to touch Justin Grant. His time at 10.565. Out of Spring City, Pennsylvania, the Valley Forge Tree Service, Irwin Plumbing Chevrolet Maxim, number 1X. This is Dirk Rimrot. Search of his first 8-feature start here at Action Track USA. He's finished 23rd, 20th, 21st, and 23rd so far this week. 5 overall feature starts on the season. Comes around on his opening lap, a 12.393, 19th quick for the driver of the number 1X. Rolls around lap number 2. He'll wind up the throttle here, and 2nd time around is better, 11.847 for Dirk Rimrot in the 1. The man who leads the way in Eastern Storm points going on to the racetrack, the AME Electrical, Massive Valley Transportation, Rival Development Incorporated, Spike Stanton, Indy Race Parts, number 19 AZ. Out of Raisin City, California, this is Mitchell Moles. Mitchell Moles in the 19 AZ. 6-time winner on the season with the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. 23 starts, 14 top 5s, and 20 top 10s. Winner in the last 2 8 at Big Diamond and Williams Grove. Comes around on his opening lap, 8th quick at a 10.892. 10892 seconds for Mitchell Moles. Makes his way into turns 3 and 4. A 3-time starter here at Action Track USA. He was 8th 1 year ago. Brings it around a little bit slower 2nd time by, a 10.983. 8th quick for Mitchell Moles. Out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, driver the O'Brien Restoration and Remodeling, Costa Oil, Oasis C85 Fuel Pump, Fit-Powered RPM Chassis, Lepo Handyman Services, T&N Towing Solutions, Eric Thayer, number 39T. This is Olivia Thayer. Olivia Thayer out to the Speedway. One start here last year, a 15th place finish. Last outing at Williams Grove was a 22nd place run, currently 6th in USAC East Coast standings. She is the leading series rookie. 15 overall starts on the season, 1 top 5 and 7 top 10s, a combined sprint and midget competition. 21st quick on her opening lap at a 12.033. 1:20.33 seconds for the driver, the number 39T. Brings it off at turn number 4. Checker flag, going to drop for Olivia, and a little bit slower, 12.039. So CJ Leary, problems continuing. Unfortunately, will not be able to come out and take his lap. So that will wrap up Learn Lab qualifying. 5th quick tonight was Ricky Lewis. 4th quick was Kyle Cummins. 3rd was Jake Swanson. 2nd was Brady Bacon. But your Learn Lab quick qualifier tonight comes to you out of Ione, California. He was your winner 1 year ago in the NOS Energy Drink. MPV Logistics, Top Industries, G&G Racing Fields, number 4. Race fans, give him a hand. Justin Grant. So it looks like track crew is going to come out, make a quick lap, and check things out here. Get Justin around and get a word with him here in just a moment. So again, Justin Grant at 10.565. Kyle Cummins' track record at 10.406 will live till we come back next year. Take another shot at it. Brady Bacon at 10.694. Jake Swanson at 10.756. Kyle Cummins 10.791. Ricky Lewis at 10.855. Danner, Stockin, Moles, Dravicki, and KTJ, your top 10. He's down to the base of the grandstands, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a hand, Justin Grant.
So Justin Grant going to wrap up Eastern Storm with the final Learn Lab Fast Qualifying Award of the week for night number 6 of Eastern Storm here at Action Track USA. Justin, how difficult is it to put together 2 clean laps during Learn Lab qualifying on this racetrack?
Oh, fortunately, you only need one. It's tough. It's really tight, and trying to get the sprint cars rotated and sideways enough to make some speed is tough. I was joking with these guys. It's almost harder to figure out how to get on and off and back to scales than it is to go run your 2 laps. It's tight around here, but it's a lot of fun, and it races way better than I would have ever expected it to. It's a pretty cool little joint. I've actually begrudgingly come to like it.
Yeah, we know that you really enjoy the bigger, faster, kind of what you might describe as a more gnarly racetrack like a Williams Grove or a Hammer Down Port Royal like we almost got to see last night. Is this a totally different kind of fun?
It is, but I've been able to kind of lean into it, and getting better at places like Hobstadt really kind of applies to here, and you've kind of found a way to really enjoy these things too. You can just back them in and get back to the gas and make a lot of noise, and find a way to have some fun here too. And but it's cool. I'm actually glad we get to come here, and it's neat. It's a little different what we normally do, and kind of shakes things up for us a little bit. And thanks everybody for coming out and supporting us. And my wife Ashley and the kids are back there selling T-shirts. Been doing that all week, and appreciate everybody that's bought merchandise. And thanks to NOS Energy Drink, Top Motorsports, MPV Logistics, everybody. It makes it possible for me to be here.
40 laps to make it to the front from the 6th starting spot tonight for Justin Grant, your Learn Lab Fast Qualifier for night number 6 of Yokohama Eastern Storm, presented by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment.
As any Power Sports side-by-side chariot awaits, they'll take him back to his pit. And with that, non-wing micros next on the card.
And we are ready. Thank you, Brian. We are ready for Hyper Racing 600 Sprint Hot Laps. 29 of the 600s signed in for competition here tonight. They'll compete in 3 qualifying heats. We're going to start them all in the 25-lap main event later on. They will provide the nightcap to our program here this evening. Be the final feature of the night following the USAC sprint cars. Group number 1 completing hot laps. You see the number 86 of Adam Bushell, the G.J. Oliver machine out of Bloomsbury, New Jersey, crossing over. Adam, a one-time winner here last season. That 5 car is Logan Mears. Logan Mears been a nice surprise here this year, currently 4th in points and running in the top 10, even the top 5 in our main events. Headed down the front straightaway right now, multi-time track champion in this division, as well as in our speedster class. Last Wednesday night, he and the driver who is going by the flag stand right now waged one of the best races, and that's saying a lot here at Action Track USA. One of the best races for the win we have seen maybe ever at this speedway. Timmy Buckwalter driving the Storm chassis, number 71, the Wheelmaster General out of Douglasville, PA, and the 14C Connor Gross right behind him. Waged an instant classic here last Wednesday night with Buckwalter coming out on top for his first win of the year here at Action Track USA. And a quick completion to our Hyper Racing 600 Sprint hot laps. So hot laps completed, a little bit of track maintenance now taking place before we begin heat race activity here this evening, or the finale of USAC's Eastern Storm Tour for 2026. And the 600's ready to do battle as well. USAC Sprint Car heat races will be up next as soon as the track is ready and we give the drivers a little bit of time to prepare. We will have opening ceremonies here in just a few minutes down in the Victory Lane area.
As they go to work on the speedway here on the FloRacing broadcast, we're going to step away for a moment. We'll be back.
I'm Justin Grant. You're watching USAC on FloRacing.
Whatever you drive, however you drive. AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicles, so you can work hard and play hard with confidence. Order online at amsoil.com.
Every lap, every race, every bit of paint traded for every hard-fought place. Every checkered flag and trophy raised. Every ounce of dirt, sweat, and gears. They're all jammed inside every